3, 2, 1, go!
17.2 is underway right in the middle of the floor. That's Kari Pearce. She'll be right next to the woman on the right. That's Kristi Eramo, two of the top 3 American finishers at the CrossFit Games in 2016. We start with that 25-foot walking lunge down the floor. They'll cross that red line and return. The floor is divided up into 5-feet sections, and you have to cross each section in order to count for a rep.
Just looking at the start of this, they're looking nice and composed with that first set of lunges. My biggest concern for these ladies is going to be their shoulders and their grip and how taxing all of these movements combined are. There's really no place to rest. There's no place to shake it out. So it is going to come down to who has the best grip strength, who has the best pulling power in these 3 movements.
34 reps in each round. Kristi Eramo currently through 20 of those. Kari Pearce staying with her. Again, the other athletes who are on the floor are from the Columbus area. They were selected via lottery when they signed up for their open tickets to come out here and compete. So good on them for having the guts to get out here in front of this capacity crowd at the brand new Rogue Fitness facility in Columbus, Ohio.
Already in the first set of those toes to bar, Eramo chose to break them up. Kari Pearce went all unbroken. So, Eramo, looking at this, it's going to come down to the bar muscle-ups is what I expect. So Eramo off to a smart start by breaking up the grip on the toes to bar early.
Eramo's on the right. On the left is Kari Pearce. So far, pretty much neck and neck as they enter round 2 of that 50-foot walking lunge. 25 feet down, 25 feet back, 12 minutes here in 17.2.
12 minutes is not a lot of time, and where they're going to have to make up the speed is going to be, when they get back to toes to bar. If they can get through the 2 rounds of bar muscle ups, which I expect them to do, it's going to be how fast then they move, and I expect we're going to see a lot faster pace then than we are now on those lunges.
16 toes to bar, and that'll close out round 2. Then the next time they get back to the pull-up bar will be 16 bar muscle ups.
Look at Kristi Eramo. She kind of flashes her grip a little bit, keeps a little looser grip for the toes to bar than Kari Pearce. She has a real tight grip on the bar. Makes a difference with your forearms, but Kari did choose to break right there, which is smart.
And both done at the exact same time. And now to the power cleans before they close out their second round. Remember, 68 rounds will signify, or 68 reps, I should say, should signify 2 complete rounds.
These dumbbells at 35 pounds, it's not a ton of weight for the power clean. It's just more they're an odd object. It's not the barbell that they're typically used to. You can see their technique and their form isn't quite what you normally see with a clean, with straight arms pulling from the shoulder. They keep their arms bent, really more of a swing to get them up to their shoulders. That's smart to save some of their pulling from in their lats, which they're going to need when they go to these bar muscle ups.
Both athletes deciding to rest at the turn as they head back 25 more feet. And then it's 16 bar muscle ups, and this is where we expect to maybe see a little bit of separation between the two, depending on how they decide to break it up.
I'm expecting Kari Pearce to hold on for a bigger set, but it's going to depend on how Eramo has worked on the offseason, how much better she is with her bigger sets of the higher skill movements like a bar muscle up.
Still neck and neck as we are in the 3rd round. 16 bar muscle ups.
And they both look really smooth, getting a nice big pull to get up and over. Pearce going with a bigger set, as expected, because I think will be able to maintain those bigger chunks. But Eramo, nice short rest time. Even though it took a small set, she was a nice short rest.
Eramo back off the bar on the right as Kari Pearce continues to work away here, and now has about a 3-rep lead over Kristi Eramo, but now Eramo is back on the bar as Pearce is resting and going to the chalk.
And this is what I expected. I expected to see smaller sets from Eramo than Pearce. I didn't expect Pearce to break up as early. I'm wondering if that was part of her strategy or if she thought she'd be able to hold on to a few more reps than she is. but it looks like they're managing well. They are adapting to what they need to.
It's like both Pearce and Eramo going for sets of 2. Eramo rattled off 2 before she jumped off the bar, and now Pearce completed 3. So Pearce is still a couple of reps ahead of Eramo, but Eramo starting to cut into that. Now she's off the bar. 2 remaining for Kari Pearce. Adrian Bosman, her judge, with 2 fingers in the air. Chuck Carswell is the judge for Kristi Eramo, and she now has just a couple left as Kari Pearce, first woman back to the dumbbells for 8 more power cleans.
Well, Eramo got a no rep on that last one, wasn't able to hold on. And I think what we're seeing here, you know, me looking at this on paper, hearing it, I expected Kari Pearce to even be a little bit less fatigued than she is now in this first round. So I think the dumbbells are causing a little more fatigue in the arms than what I first expected hearing this. And I think it's doing that for the ladies as well.
Kari Pearce, first woman done with the 8 power cleans, and now she will start round 4. So again, a 12-minute AMRAP, 17.2. The only thing that changes is the movement on the pull-up bar. The first 2 rounds, 16 toes to bar. Then the next 2 rounds, 16 bar muscle-ups. If you get through 4, then round 5, you go back to the toes to bar, and so on and so forth until you hit that 12-minute time count.
The tough part is right here when they're doing the lunges, their grip is just, they're holding on. There's so much time under tension, and it's just makes your forearms and your arms feel like concrete. So going back to something that requires such a grip, it's so hard to hold onto the bar and get the pull you want.
Kari Pearce now 16 bar muscle ups. Kristi Eramo about ready to get back to the pull-up bar as well. Kristi Eramo is the hometown favorite. Her gym is here in Columbus. She has about 80 friends and some family members who are here cheering her on. They're all wearing those light blue shirts. One at the top of the screen there, cheering on their girl. And of course, Kari Pearce, if people realize where she went to college, is going to be public enemy #1 around these parts, a gymnast at the University of Michigan.
Pearce is taking these in 3s while Eramo is going in 2s. And they're both taking really nice short rests. But Kari Pearce is just staying that couple reps ahead.
Kari Pearce moved ahead in the last round. That was the first set of bar muscle-ups. That was round 3, and she has kept that lead here in round 4. As we approach the 8-minute mark and 4 minutes remaining in 17.2.
What I love about this matchup is you have 2 ladies, both 27 years old, weigh about the same, 5'2", and we have the gymnast, Kari Pearce, who gets a movement that she'd love to see, and we get to compare that with Eramo, who we get to see how well she's doing in a gymnastic movement that seems like Kari Pearce should just be owning. That shows how well Kristi Eramo is. But then we also have, you see how hard they're breathing. This is a very taxing workout, and it shows Kari Pearce's abilities lung-wise and metabolically, how well she's conditioned. She's using a lot of her back. You can see with the dumbbells, it's more of a swing, more like a kettlebell swing, similar to what people were doing last week. They don't use it like a typical weight, pull it straight up. It's just more of a hinge at the waist. It's going to take a little more toll on the back. It's going to save her legs so she can use her legs here more for the lunges.
I'm sure everyone out there is looking forward to abusing their backs again for a second straight week, as Kari Pearce has begun round 5. So the next time she gets back to the pull-up bar, she will do toes to bar. So she will be able to get reps more quickly here in round number 5, as we now have less than 3 minutes to go in 17.2. And Kari Pearce has opened up a significant lead on Kristi Eramo, as Eramo is still working through her 4th set of 8 power cleans, and now has those dumbbells shouldered, and will start on her 25-foot journey down to the other end of the floor as Kari Pearce returns for 16 toes to bars. This is round 5 for her.
And these are the rounds, this one and the next, that I expect to see that pace pushed a little bit more to give herself enough time to get as many bar muscle-ups in as she can at the end. But again, she's using the same muscles. Different movement, but it's the same muscles. Her grip, her lats. It's still pulling just like she did in bar muscle-ups, just like she did with the dumbbells for the cleans.
Kristi Eramo on her return trip back to the pull-up bar, where she will get to work on a set of 16 toes to bar. Less than 2 minutes to go here before we hit the 12-minute time cap. Pearce with 1 to go. And now 8 power cleans. 90 seconds to go. And meanwhile, we have one of the athletes just got her first bar muscle up. Margot Alvarez is in the black tank top and jeans. She was there coaching her through it. And that makes some great moments here in the open. You see a lot of that. So a lot of people here trying to get their first bar muscle up. Good on them. Kari Pearce is back on the dumbbells and lunging down the floor, just trying to get as many reps as possible. Every gray line she crosses, and then that final red line, all count as 1 rep.
The set down here is huge, Sean. To put the dumbbells down, turn around, get the breather is huge for the grip. Very smart. It allows her to be able to keep those bigger sets on the rig.
45 seconds to go. Kristi Eramo is still on her toes to bar. Kari Pearce is going to take 17.2. Eramo just trying to get as many reps in now before we hit the time cap, as we have about 30 seconds now to go. Eramo back on the dumbbells, and now Kari Pearce. See how long she hangs on here.
Eramo is just pushing with everything she has. Kari Pearce lightening that grip, just kind of hopping off the bar so she can get somewhat of a grip. Her forearms look smoked.
6 seconds now, 5, and Eramo is just trying to cross as many lines as she can. Kari Pearce on the right of your screen is cranking away on the toes to bar. And it's going to be Kari Pearce who takes 17.2 over Kristi Eramo. 192 reps. Eramo 19 behind her. And again, once we got to the bar muscle-ups, that was where Kari Pearce was able to make her move, and she's thanking the crowd for their support. The 5th fittest woman on earth, impressive here in 17.2 at Rogue Fitness in Columbus, Ohio. Kristi Eramo, though she doesn't get the win, certainly impressive for her.
Very impressive performance. You know, Kari Pearce holding her forearm, saying there's smoke, just how bad that is. That's a little scary for the rest of us. It also shows just how well Kristi Eramo did. It was a fun matchup.